No denying that the newly launched Tesla Model S Plaid has been received well by the EV community, with some owners of the four-door, all-electric family sedan and those that have taken a ride in the vehicle lauding it for its exemplary performance and its bleeding-edge tech. The refreshed Model S Plaid is proving itself every bit of a monster, hitting highway speeds in just 1.98 seconds, as hinted at in a recent test conducted by Motor Trend. During the launch event on the 10th of June at the Tesla factory in Fremont, the Tesla Model S Plaid's 0 to 60 miles per hour time was listed on the company's website as 1.99 seconds, a figure that critics have challenged since it was divulged online. But now it appears that Mr. Musk was not exaggerating, as the refreshed premium sedan was able to reach its full potential on the track. With permission from the automaker, Motor Trend performed the Model S Plaid's 0 to 60 mile per hour independent tests on a drag strip with a VHT-prepped surface at the Formosa Raceway near Bakersfield, California. For starters, VHT is a formulated synthetic resin or sticky asphalt used in drag racing to max out the traction of the automobile's tires. More traction means more grip, which means that vehicles could typically accelerate to reach their max speeds when launching. Motor Trend noted that Tesla was adamant that its supercar be tested on a prepared surface. After some internal discussions, the Motor Trend team relented to Tesla's demands, proceeded with testing the Model S Plaid in its Fontana test track. This allowed Motor Trend to test Plaid on Tesla's provisions and on the same conditions that it has used in the past to review other cars. And with all these conditions, the Tesla Model S Plaid's launch test was verified. On a VHT-prepped surface, the Tesla Model S Plaid accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour, from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 1.98 seconds, exceeding the company's estimated figures on its official website. The car was also able to break a quarter-mile, 0.4 kilometer record in 9.25 seconds and at a top speed of 152.6 miles per hour, effectively making it the quickest production car that Motor Trend has ever tested. Before the new Model S Plaid, the fastest 0 to 60 mile per hour time recorded came from the Tesla Model S P100D Ludicrous Plus, which achieved 0 to 60 mile per hour acceleration in 2.28 seconds. Moreover, before the new Model S Plaid, the quickest quarter-mile record was held by the Ferrari LaFerrari, which set it in 2015 at a run in 9.74 seconds and 148.5 miles per hour top speed. Both these records were shattered by the Model S Plaid. The Plaid broke the record under conditions that were specifically set by the manufacturer. However, this is not all. A hint at what a Plaid could do when setting up for the track was already teased last week by Tesla tuner, the Unplugged Performance. The EV tuning company modified the Model S Plaid and tested it against other supercars at the WeatherTech Laguna Seca Raceway. Based on the results, the modified Tesla Model S Plaid was able to humble hypercars like the Porsche 991 GT3, McLaren P1, and McLaren Senna on the track. Motorsport enthusiasts on social media could not believe their eyes as the modified Plaid sprinted as if it was a regular car on a freeway. Unplugged has rightfully dubbed this upgrade alien technology, especially for Tesla critics who do not want to believe that the Tesla Model S Plaid can be a hardcore smackdown to million-dollar supercars like McLaren P1. Additionally, Motor Trend's independent test on test track without VHT revealed a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time in just 2.07 seconds and a quarter-mile run in 9.34 seconds at 152.2 miles per hour. Those stats are still over 0.2 seconds faster than the previous record holder and only 0.09 seconds more than the Model S Plaid's quarter-mile time on a VHT-prepped surface. What's more is that Tesla plans to provide parts that could help the Model S Plaid become the quickest and safest production car ever made. Of course, the automaker's been able to improve the efficiency of the Plaid by fitting in a brand new carbon-wrapped electric motor and a smaller battery pack. But that isn't enough, as there are also plans to improve the aerodynamic performance of the Plaid by bringing an active rear spoiler. The only Tesla vehicle that featured a retractable spoiler was the Model S Plaid Plus, which was recently cancelled. Whereas the Model S Plaid, we are not sure if the vehicle will have this feature in the future. However, Tesla would also be rolling out the sheer size of the wheels and 245/35 ZR20XL Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires in the Plaid's apparent track package. With this in mind, it's hard to argue against the fact that Tesla's flagship sedan could very well be the next true track monster. Even though the Model S Plaid's deliveries have been delayed in the past, the automaker appears to be ramping up production and deliveries of the vehicle, according to the latest drone flyovers of the Fremont factory. This is impressive, especially when the company is getting closer to announcing its second quarter deliveries for 2021. Tesla Model S Plaid now starts at $130,000. So, if you haven't ordered it yet, you can still get your hands on the Plaid in the coming few days. Now what remains to be seen is how the upcoming next-generation Tesla Roadster will potentially take away the throne from the Model S Plaid, as it's also believed to be more aggressive in terms of acceleration and performance. The new Roadster, which is still a limited production vehicle, is expected to enter mass production next year. In a separate story, Tesla is reportedly planning to unlock its supercharger network in Germany to all electric vehicles, regardless of the car maker. The country's Minister of Transport told a local newspaper that Tesla's move would give every EV in the country access to the most extensive EV charging network in the world. Tesla is the only automaker in the world with the most robust charging infrastructure. As of now, the automaker has a total of 25,000 superchargers at over 2,700 stations around the world. The company is also planning for a massive increase in supercharger network, according to Mr. Musk's recent post on Twitter. With this in mind, Tesla is very well establishing itself in terms of product and the charging mechanisms it offers. Currently, Tesla's superchargers are limited to its vehicles, something that gives owners an extra incentive to purchase a Tesla instead of a competitor. When you decide to purchase a Tesla, you won't only get the best EV in terms of efficiency, range, and performance, but also access the widest selection of fast charging networks in the world. It's important to note that this isn't the first time Tesla has been rumored to be in talks with other automakers to allow access to its superchargers. Last year in December, the tech mogul Mr. Musk hinted at Tesla superchargers being used low-key by other manufacturers. In fact, Tesla reportedly allowed any other EVs to charge for free at its new superchargers in Europe, though this offer was quickly renounced. Tesla superchargers in Europe use the CCS standard connector, so it would certainly be much easier to open them to other automakers in the region than in the United States, where they use their own connectors. While some people see the idea of Tesla keeping its chargers exclusive to their owners, it gives it a competitive advantage over its rivals. Some view it as a financial disadvantage for the EV maker, as it could earn more money for Tesla when EVs made by other manufacturers decide to add more range at Tesla's charging stations. According to Germany's Minister of Transport, Tesla should open up its supercharger network to other cars to speed up the transition from gas-powered cars to electric vehicles. The minister acknowledged the existence of technical challenges that need to be addressed. With regards to how drivers will pay for the system, the minister suggested a uniform smartphone platform that will operate universally with EV chargers from all automakers. According to the minister, the electric vehicle industry has come a long way, and so there is a need to improve the charging infrastructure, the network, and the overall e-mobility package. There is still a long way to go so that not every electric car trip becomes an adventure, but a new normal. That is the goal, and we're getting closer to that with great strides, he stated. Make sure to check out one of the videos shown on your screen right now. We post videos daily, so feel free to subscribe and stay up to date on all most recent news and updates.